Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Today is October 28th, 2020. We are going to be continuing our Unit 3 place value. And in your journals on a new clean page, I need you to write the title, Continuing Writing Fractions in Word and Decimal Form. Continuing Writing Fractions, Word and Decimal Form. So pause the video here and get that as the title of a new clean page of today's notes. So we're going to continue our notes. In this lesson, you guys will be learning how to write whole numbers and decimals to the thousandths place in standard form and written form. So we are going to be continuing our practicing of converting decimals to read different ways up through the thousandths place today. Again, in your notes, if you need extra help with this, how do we write tenths as a decimal? So we have already been practicing as our tenths. So here is the pictorial model, and if you want to pause the video here and write down all these examples, you are more than welcome to do so. So your tenths, you have 4/10, 4/10 as a fraction, 4/10 as a decimal, 4/10 as a fraction, again, equals 40 hundredths, they are equivalent, and then 4/10 in words. 4/10 is in different ways. So if you need to pause the video here and get your notes for your tenths, do so now. And here, copy the notes for the hundredths in your journal. Here we have the example in the pictorial model of 37 hundredths. So we have 30, 3/10, and 7 hundredths for 37 hundredths. Place values, we have 3/10, 7 hundredths, which reads 37 hundredths. If you want to take a moment, pause the video here and get those examples written in your journals. Then here's our thousandths is what we added in. So it's magnified in. And what you guys have been seeing is those tiny little lines examples. It is inside of 1/100th, there's these tiny little thousandths that are in there, magnified. 1,000 make up one whole. So you have 1,000 tiny little lines. And then we have 300 to thousands, which is 3/10. 0 hundredths, and 2 thousandths, which can also be written in words 300 to thousandths. Remember, wherever the digits end, you give that label of the last one. So pause the video here if you need to add that to your notes. Again, that is a review of what we've been practicing as a pictorial model, as a fraction, as a decimal, and in word form. Then yesterday you started to see these, the mixed numbers, which is a mixed number example is 4 and 300 to thousands. So that means we have 4 wholes, and then we have 302. So you have 3 100ths and then 2 tiny thousandths as your 4 and 300 to thousandths in word form. Here's the pictorial model, your fraction form, and decimal form. Pause the video here if you want to write down the example of the mixed numbers. I highly suggest you guys put these in your notes to refer back to later. Now here's a we do. So you're going to write the thousandths as a decimal. So it reads exactly the same. If you read the fraction, you have one whole, and you have 123 out of 1,000. So we're going to write that in a decimal form, which is your standard. So you have 1 before the decimal, and then you have 123 thousandths. Then you're going to do the same thing in word form. So this is a we do. Practice writing these in your notes. So it reads 1 and 100 . 23 3 thousandths. 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 1 and 123 thousandths. Remember our song, add your THS. They all are reading the exact same way. We're going to practice one more. Okay, so here's another one. You have in fractions, this reads 8 and 266 thousandths. Then you just convert 8 and 266 thousandths. Then you write it in word form. 8 and 266 thousandths. THOUSANDTHS. And we are just continuing practicing converting these numbers so that you get it memorized, building these numbers so it makes it easier later on. Here's your we do. And for those of you that are at home, this is on a Google slide. You have two problems that you're going to convert the two numbers into decimals and then type it in word form and then submit it to me for me to check it before you go to the independent practice. And then you have the second one, same thing, on Google Slides. So make sure that you type in the decimal and type it in word form for both. Submit them in, let me check them, and then I will tell you if you have done them correctly to go to the independent work. Your independent work is 1, 2, 3, and 4 also on your Google Slides. So you will check your number 2 and number 3 for Wednesday for your Google Slides to be able to edit those and submit them into me on the computers. So that is it. We are just practicing a little bit more today. If you have time, I will give you guys some extra work to do, but that is it as far as our lesson today. Good luck. Remember, exit ticket first. Have me approve it. Make sure that you're on the right path. And then I will check it and tell you whether or not you are good to go to your independent work. Good luck, and I'll see you soon.